Tonight on FOX Pressbox, Pittsburgh enters Week 6 with a 4-1 record. The Purple Dragons have one of their toughest matchups of the year at home as Smithville makes the trip down across state lines. Elsewhere in Kansas, Frontenac is undefeated. The Raider defense has 3 shutouts this season and a chance for another one tonight on the road at Baxter Springs. In Missouri, Joplin lost a heartbreaker in overtime at Carthage last Friday. This evening, the Eagles are at home against Neosho, who's looking to prove its 5-1 start is not a fluke. Videos and scores from those games and much more. It's the only 30-minute high school football highlight show in the 4 states, and it starts right now.
You're watching Fox 14's Press Box, sponsored by Missouri Southern State University, Matco Builders, Roper Kia, and Kramer's Quality Meats of Grove.
Hey, welcome into Fox Press Box alongside Brock Baldridge. I'm John Dales. Brock, we start with our game of the week, and that features a very tough opponent for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, absolutely. The Smithville Warriors. This is a team that has won at least 9 games in their last 7 seasons, so you know it's going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah, and they just beat them last year. Purple Dragons are at home against Smithville. When they met a year ago, Smithville won by 18. Pittsburgh on its home field for the first time in a couple weeks. Purple Dragons host Missouri school Smithville. PHS goes 3 and out on its opening possession. That forces a punt deep in their own territory. It's fielded by Drake O'Neal. He makes a cut, he makes just one man miss, and he returns it to the house. Just like that, Warriors lead 7-0. Next Dragon possession, Nate Mitchell takes the outside handoff, shakes off a couple of tacklers, and picks up a first down, but that drive doesn't produce any points. Smithville takes over, facing 3rd and long. Peyton Steffen pump fakes, but he gets drilled and sacked by Stone Perry. Purple Dragons with the ball again. This time Carson Nicholson fakes the handoff, fires over the middle. That's caught by Connor Profit, but that drive wouldn't produce any points either. That's the story of the night. Purple Dragons keep it close, but never quite got momentum. They fall to Smithville 35-21.
Well, we're staying in the SEK. Let's go over to Coffeyville, who they visit Labette County. And, you know, this is a couple teams that are 2-3 right here. And a win for either team could do dividends for a potential playoff spot in the future. Well, let's start in the second half as Labette County leads 7-0. Both teams have been in a low-scoring game in the first half. So Labette County on the move right here. They meet a lot of resistance, but they push through for the first down, and that gives Labette County the momentum they need. Later in the drive, this past year by the Grizzlies, Aaron Wyrick to Keegan Bates extends the Grizzlies' lead. That's their first touchdown in the second half. That makes it 13-0. Coffeyville still hoping to get points on the board. Here's Aaron Tunstall on the sweep. He's going to stay in bounds, stiff arm a man right there, and he's going to take this one to the distance, or at least goes the distance. That's a long touchdown by Tunstall, and that makes it a 13-6 game. Going for 2 points here, Coffeyville looking for Aaron Tunstall once again in the end zone. That's incomplete, but there's flags on the play, so we try again. Coffeyville's second attempt right here is intercepted by Labette County's Nolan Nash. Labette County hangs on and takes this victory 13-6, the final score.
Big win by the Grizzlies. It's 2 big wins in a row for them. They beat Fort Scott last week. Now we'll go to the CNC. Frontenac is at Baxter Springs. Raiders have been dominant under the direction of head coach Leon Miller. They're 5-0. Their defense has allowed just 16 points all season. It's senior night in Baxter Springs. Lions are hosting Frontenac, and the Raiders would not waste much time. They get started on their opening possession with this short touchdown run by Dominic Riccardi. He trucks the defender and gets into the end zone. Next Raider possession, this time it's Gavin Whithune. He dodges a couple of defenders, and he's going to take it all the way 45 yards to the house. Frontenac extends its lead to 14-0. Frontenac back with the football again in the red zone. Here's an 8-yard touchdown rush by Caden Chance. Third Raider to score today. It's 21-0. Lions on offense trying to get themselves back into it, but this pass is going to get intercepted by Caden Long. He comes up with the pick, and he takes it all the way 65 yards to the house for a pick 6. That was still in the first quarter. Raiders run away with this one. They win it 70-21.
Well, we'll stay in the CNC. That was a big battle, and impressive win by Frontenac. After losing the coaching staff and everything, they're still undefeated.
Yeah.
Well, a sneaky good matchup elsewhere in the COC is Riverton and Columbus. Both teams are coming off back-to-back wins, and both teams like to score a lot, so we should see a lot of fireworks in this one. Over to Riverton now as the Rams are hosting the Columbus Titans. Second quarter here. Titans in scoring position. Reese Ponce grabs the 2-yard touchdown to put Columbus up early 21-0. Second half now. Titans would continue rolling in this game as Jack Valila at quarterback takes this one on his own, picks up the first down on the QB scramble, eventually goes out of bounds. Not to be outdone by the running back Jet Tanner, who right here is going to make multiple defenders miss. He busts out with a big first down run, keep the Rams deep into Rams territory. That keeps the drive alive. So next Titans possession now, looking to throw the ball here is Jack Valila. Lets this one fly deep. It flies through some defenders' hands and straight into the arms of Jaden Rodriguez, who takes it in the end zone for a huge 45-yard touchdown catch. And now the Titans are up 28-0. Columbus holds on the rest of the way. They get the shutout victory 36-0.
And as we head to our first break, here's some more scores from around Southeast Kansas.
You're watching Fox 14's Press Box, sponsored by Roper Kia, Missouri Southern State University, and Associates of Dentistry.
Welcome back to Press Box here on Fox 14. The Neosho Wildcats traveled to Joplin with a 5-1 record. A win for the Wildcats tonight would guarantee a winning record for Neosho for the first time since 2018. However, the Joplin Eagles look to bounce back after an overtime loss from last week. It's homecoming from historic Jung Field. Joplin meets Neosho in a crucial COC matchup. We start late in the first quarter. Daniel Rose at quarterback drops back, 3rd and long, finds his receiver, Davin Thomas, and that converts Joplin for a first down. A few plays later, Rose takes the snap, hands it off to Torrin Jones. He bounces to the outside, easily gets in the end zone. Joplin leads 7-0. Next Joplin drive, 3rd and long here as Daniel Rose surveys the field. He throws this one, and it's intercepted by Boston Patterson. He's going to stretch to the outside right here, and he will score in the corner of the end zone, and that pick six ties up the game. Neosho makes it 7-7. Wildcats kept this game close throughout the first half, so we head to the second quarter now. Joplin has the ball on the goal line, and Torrin Jones punches it in to regain the lead. Neosho puts up a good fight with some key pieces on their offense missing, but Joplin pulls away to win this game 35-14.
Well, another COC game, this one not in our viewing area, has Carthage going on the road to Republic. Those two teams both just beat Joplin in the last 2 weeks. These two teams also positioning for second place in the COC behind Nixa. Carthage has been a tough team for Republic to beat lately. Last season, they finally snagged a win over the other Tigers for the first time in a decade. Carthage comes out firing. Brady Carlton fires to Trent Yates. He gets into the goal, over the goal line for a 13-yard touchdown. 7-zip Blue Tigers. About 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Carthage keeps it rolling. Carlton launches deep to a wide-open Carson Murray. 55-yard passing touchdown puts Carthage up 14-zip. Second quarter, they make it 21-zip. 3rd down and 2 here. 30 seconds to go before the half. Republic trying to move. That pass is incomplete, but pass interference called against Carthage, and Republic makes them pay. Next play, they score a touchdown. However, Carthage ends up getting a big win on the road. They prevail 31-14.
And the Carthage Tigers, they are the real deal. Well, a pair of former COC teams meet as Ozark Mountain Conference members for the first time. Undefeated Branson travels to Carl Junction. The Bulldogs are 4-2 on the year as they face another challenging opponent at home tonight. The CJ Bulldogs are on their home field looking to spoil the Branson Pirates' perfect season. We pick things up in the second half. Branson leads 31-0. J.R. Pastrana takes it himself, lowers his shoulder right there, escapes from defenders, and he scores a touchdown. Branson now leads 38-0. CJ looking to get points on the board. Mason Gilbert throws on third down. Nice catch here, and Ryder Piles picks it up and gets Carl Junction deep into Branson territory. Fourth quarter now, Gilbert connects with Jackson Wabokin, and he stays in bounds. He waits for the referee's signal, and that is a touchdown. Bulldogs get on the board. They make it 38-7. Next Branson possession. Ball is fumbled on the handoff right here. It's kicked around all around the turf. Who's going to get the football? It's Tony Stewart, and Carl Junction gets the turnover. So Branson was able to force a 3-and-out, and so on the punt right here, the snap is way too high, and that is a safety. Branson dominates this one from start to finish. Pirates beat Carl Junction 40-7.
It's 2 weeks in a row, tough opponents for Carl Junction. Last week they had Seneca, tonight they had Branson, two really good teams. Well, we go back to the COC one more time now. Webb City on the road tonight. Cardinals are just trying to find themselves. They're 2-4, and a loss tonight would guarantee Webb City finishes the regular season with a losing record. Webb City trying to bounce back from a last-minute loss on the road last week. Tonight, they're taking on a struggling Willard team. Opening kickoff, check this out. Cardinals kick it away. But the Tigers don't even get a chance to field it because Webb City slides down. That's Ryan Reed who recovers it. That's a live football. Webb City ball. Ensuing drive. Jackson Lucas fakes the handoff, drops back, finds Fisher Dicker over the middle, and that's a Cardinal touchdown. Just like that, they lead 7-0. Cardinals pick off the Tigers in the next drive. Back at it on offense, handoff to Mason Williams. He punches it in. Webb City extends the lead. Cards not done yet. Back on offense. Braden Strickland rolls out to the right, lobs it up to a wide open Gus Carnes for the easy score. It's 21-0. Now, third quarter, check out this run. Handoff to Mason Williams. Hit sticks a Willard defender. Shimmies past another. There's nobody that's going to catch him. He's gone for a 32-yard touchdown. Doesn't get any easier for Willard all night. Cardinals get a much-needed victory. They dismantle Willard 41-6. They're back at home next week against Carthage.
Heading into another break, here are some scores from all around Southwest Missouri. Welcome back to Pressbox here on Fox 14. We have a lot of high school football action from across the 4 states. We now take a look at the Miami War Dogs, who have won 3 of their last 4 games, and they return home to face a 3-2 Skiatook team. We take you to the dogfight that is the Miami War Dogs and the Skiatook Bulldogs. First quarter here, Sam Lillard at quarterback takes the snap, runs it himself, gets a big gain for the War Dogs. He refuses to go down. That moves the chains. Later in the drive, Kyler Walker will take the handoff right here, cuts to the outside, and he will take this one into the end zone. That puts 6 on the board for Miami. So good start for the Bulldogs, or War Dogs, I should say. Skiatook now with the ball. They're pinned in their own end zone as Kevin Landis throws to Jaden Orth, and that is deflected out of the hands by Haney Connell. So Miami now with the football, trying to punch it in, but who else other than Kyler Walker, who gets the job done yet again. That's another touchdown for Miami. Later in the corner, Lillard on the move right here, fires this one deep, and that puts this one on the money to his tight end, Chris Kelly, for another War Dog touchdown. Miami wins this one big, 48-0 the final score.
Big win from the War Dogs. Big game for them next week. We'll stay in Oklahoma. Quapaw got its only win of the season a few weeks ago at home against Commerce. Tonight, the Wildcats try to get back on track against the district opponents. Quapaw at home against Oklahoma Union. Third quarter is where we pick it up. Snap a bit too high, near disaster for Quapaw, but they fall on it and recover the fumble. Wildcats with a little bit of trouble later in the drive moving the ball. This pass falls incomplete. We stay in that drive. Jace Gregory, QB for for Quapaw, throws this one into traffic and it's picked off by Oklahoma Union. Cougars with the ball, and then they're on the move here. Their quarterback, Jake Harris, throws this one deep, and it's going to be caught for a huge gain by Caden Miller. Third quarter, most of what you saw slow for Quapaw, but they end up winning this one 40-36. And as we go to our final break, here's some scores from around Northeast Oklahoma.
Thanks for joining us on Fox 14 Pressbox tonight. John, we've taken the full tour from all around the 4 states from 11-man football. We now turn our attention to look at 8-man football. Friday night 8-man football from Oswego, Kansas, as they're home against the Northeast Arma Vikings. Oswego down 6-0 in the first quarter. Indians quickly turn things around. That's Cameron Stansberry who kicks it away for Northeast, fielded by Dimitri Williamson, and he cuts up the sideline right here, and he returns this one all the way to the Viking 22-yard line. Good return to start this one off. A couple plays later, here's Williamson once again. He gets the Indians on the board with a touchdown right here. After the 2-point conversion, it's Oswego who leads 8-6. Score is now 14-6 right here as Northeast throws the ball on the flat. But this ball is knocked free from a big hit from Owen Jackson and recovered by his teammate Raiden Myers. So Oswego now on the move again. Josh Hutchinson takes this one to the outside, then cuts back inside, and he won't stop as he's going to run this one all the way across the goal line. Oswego Indians continue to dominate throughout the second half. They've beaten the Northeast Vikings 62-6.
That's a good team in Oswego and a big win tonight. We stay in Southeast Kansas. We got one more 11-man game for you. It's a conference and a district game in Cherokee. Southeast at home against Pleasanton. We go to Cherokee. Southeast at home against Pleasanton. Blue Jays lead 28-zip at halftime. First Lancer possession of the third quarter. Gannon Hobbs drops back to pass, but he's swarmed by Blue Jays. Eli McGinnis and Peyton Marable are the first to get there for the sack. First possession of the second half for Pleasanton. 3rd and long. Camden Stanton, he's one down the field. That's caught by Gage McGinnis, and he's got a free lane to the end zone. 80-yard touchdown. Blue Jays up 35-0. But Southeast gets its offensive footing in the fourth quarter. First, Hobbs completes his pass over the middle to Kyler Brewer. He gets a first down. Later in that drive, Hobbs throws this one dangerous into traffic, tipped a couple of times, then caught by Keoncha Wilson. He gets into the end zone for a Lancer touchdown, but this game belongs to the Blue Jays. They win on the road 41-6.
Well, Friday night lights are great, but I'm also a big fan of Thursday night lights, and we had just that with a pair of Southeast Kansas teams. Thursday night in Cherryvale, it's the Galena Bulldogs who hit the road for a non-conference game against the Cherryvale Chargers. In the first quarter, Jack Perry at quarterback hands this one off to his running back, Caleb Burkhart. He scores the touchdown. The goal line Bulldogs lead 6-0. Bulldogs choose to go for 2 points right here. Perry, the play action pass, he connects to the receiver Thatcher Botkin, and that conversion is good. Bulldogs lead 8-0. We go to the second quarter now. Same score here as the Chargers are on the move. Wyatt Duncan's going to toss this one over the middle to Carter Roussel, and he makes the catch and picks up the first down. Later in the drive, Chargers are knocking on the door. Trick play handoff to Eli Waters. Looks like he'll score easily, but wait a minute. The ball pops free on the goal line. That's a live football. Peyton Fields recovers it for Galena. Bulldogs take over at the 1-yard line. Final seconds of the first half here. Galena looking to add to their lead before halftime. Jack Perry throws this one deep, but it's intercepted in the end zone by Caden Evanson. Low-scoring battle all night, but Galena holds on to win this game 8-0.
Also on Thursday night, Neodesha at home hosting the Parsons Vikings. Each team could definitely use a win. Let's start with the opening kickoff. A little squib kick here. Makai Baugh from Parsons has trouble picking it up, but then he makes a move, and there's no one there to stop him. Baugh goes all the way to the house down the sideline, scores a touchdown on the opening kickoff. Parsons leads 6-0. After the touchdown, Cole Ramey from Neodesha, back deep to receive this one, takes it out from his own end zone, turns up the field, fumbles up the field, but recovers quickly. First Neodesha drive, their quarterback, Tate Leck, drops back, he scrambles around, then he looks and finds an open receiver. That's Javante White, nice pickup. That'll move the chains for a first down. No points from that possession. Parsons with the ball now. How about this one? Cut up the middle from Dakari Jones, running through defenders, adds another touchdown to the board. Parsons handles business the rest of the way. They win 38-13. And you already know what time it is. Time to decide who had the performance of the week. We'll start with Columbus. Titans go on the road. They dominate their conference rival, Riverton. They win in convincing fashion, 36-zip.
And well, your next option is Frontenac, another CNC team with a big road win tonight. The Raiders score 70 points at Baxter Springs. They improved to 6-0 and definitely could finish the regular season with an undefeated record.
And your final option is Miami. The War Dogs shut out Skytook tonight. It wasn't just the defense, though. That War Dog offense was humming and scores 48 points. Get your vote in now through Monday at noon. KOAMnewsnow.com/vote. And Brock, I think my favorite stat of the night, that Frontenac-Baxter Springs game, 21 points, the most points that Frontenac has allowed this year.
That's really amazing.
Yet they win 70-21.
We really think this is a team that could go further than they did last year. It's amazing all the different changes they've had, and they're still dominant like they were last year too.
Very much so. Hey, that's all the time we have for you on this edition of Fox Press Box. Stay tuned for our college football coverage tomorrow. Pittsburgh State on the road, Missouri Southern at home, trying to upset Emporia State. But until then, we'll see you back here next Friday night.
Long with the interception. Touchdown.